Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is a makeup tutorial on this makeup look right here. It's inspired by Nikki Makeup. I absolutely love her makeup, and I've also done soap brows again because I absolutely love soap brows. And the last few times I've done it, I'd found that my eyebrows weren't long enough, and I find that this time during quarantine, when I've been growing my eyebrows out, they've gotten to a stage where they're long enough to actually do the soap brows and not look weird, like an in-between. So I really liked how this look turned out, and if you'd like to see how I got it, then please keep on watching. I've already put moisturizer and eye cream on. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer. I'm just going to put that all over my eyes. I'm just taking a little bit on the back of my hands. I'm using the Sigma 3D HD Precision Brush. Putting that all over my eyes and going into the inner corners as well. Now that that's nicely blended in, I'm going to take a Luxe Soft Definer brush by Zoeva, it's 227, and just get the Laguna Nars bronzer and put that in my crease. Just using a rainbow motion to do this, and also just dragging it out a little bit. Once that's nicely blended in, I'm going to take the Morphe 25C palette, and I'm using the shade, well, I don't know what the name of the shade is, but I'm using this brownie tone here, and I'm using that on the outer corner and inner corners of my eyes, leaving a gap in the middle. And I'm using a Luxe Petite Crease brush, it's 231 by Zoeva. And I don't want to go, I just want it on the eyelid, nothing higher than that for the inner corner part. Blending and diffusing towards the center, but not really filling the center. Just taking that into the crease a bit more to define it. And then I'm just going to use whatever was left on the other brush to make sure that it's all diffused out. For the center of the eyes, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Dolce Vita palette, and I'm going to use this shade here in the corner. It's a bit of a shimmery one. I'm just using a contour shader 235 brush by Zoeva to pick this up on the brush, and I'm just going to dab that onto the center. I kind of do like a press and slide motion. I'll hold this part up and drag it down to get more pigment on the eyes. That's the eyeshadow done. The next thing I'm going to use is a gel eyeliner called the Little Black Dress by Motives, and I'm using a pencil brush, well, eyeliner brush by GWA. It doesn't have a name for it, but it's very thin, so I wanted to use something that's quite thin. Usually I use my Kat Von D tattoo liner, but I want a very thin eyeliner for this look, so I'm going to use a brush. Now that that's done, I'm going to move on to lashes. I'm just going to curl my lashes. I'm using the Kat Von D Go Big or Go Home mascara. So the lashes I'm using today are the Nikki Makeup No Lash lashes, and they're with Swede lashes, and I've got some Duo glue and a plucker, and I'm going to put the Duo glue on the back of my hands I'm going to use a plucker to apply these because they are very, very delicate. So because they are wispy lashes, but that's the look I'm going for. So I'm taking the glue like this on the back of my hand, dipping it into the glue and then placing it on my So I started off with like very small ones first, and then I'll move into the longer ones to get that wispy look in the center. They don't look obvious that you've got lashes on, and they are so light. You can't even feel like you've got them on. So that's why I really like them. I'm gonna start putting mascara on this side because it is dry. I'm using the same mascara. The reason why I kept the liner very thin is because they're very wispy. If it's quite thick behind, you can't really see the eyelashes, and this just allows you to see the ends of the eyelashes if you've got a thinner eyeliner. So I'm moving on to my base. I've already put some moisturizer on, and I'm going to be using the KAbrow Hydrating Primer all over my face. Just to make sure it's super hydrated. And I'm also going to use the Dior Backstage Face and Body Glow drops. I'm just going to take some on my hands, just get that, dab it everywhere. This is for like an underglow, and then I'm going to add some more on whilst I'm applying my foundation. So for my foundation, I'm using the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. This is what it is, and I'm the shade Driftwood. This is a bit light for my face right now because I feel like I've still got a tan. So I'm just going to apply it and then probably add my bronzer shade on top. So I'm using the Morphe E49 brush. Just putting that all over the face. It is pretty light for my face. I'll put quite a few glowy products on my face to make sure that it blends in nicely. I'm finding that I'm looking a bit too pasty, so that foundation is clearly not my colour anymore. I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Warm Beige, just to add a bit of warmth to my skin because this feels super light. It looks the worst on my forehead because my forehead is darker. Whilst I'm doing this, I'm just going to apply some lip balm on my lips. This is the Kiehl's Butter Stick Lip Treatment. I'm just going to take some more of those drops on the back of my hand by Dior and just pick that up and dab that all over my face because I do want a super glowy look. And I'm just going to use my dry beauty sponge just to blend this all in. I'm going to use the Nars Velvet Matte Foundation stick in the shade Macao just to go around the edges of my face because I feel like I look very pasty still. This will just warm it up. One more step, just using the By Terry Hydra-bronze shaker spray. Just going to use this shaker spray to add that extra glow to my face. For concealer, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer. I am the shade 300. I'm going to put that under my eyes and along the sides of my nose as well, bridge of my nose and my forehead, cupid's bow and the chin. And I'm just going to use the It Cosmetics brush to blend this in. I'll use a beauty blender after this just to kind of get it nicely blended out. I'm taking the Nars Laguna bronzer to do the contour bronzer, and I'm using the MAC 168 brush. Yeah, I really have to think about what I'm saying. I'm not going to overly do this. So I'm going to use the Dior Backstage Glow Face palette, and I'm using the bronze blush to do the contour blush of my face. So because it's got that glow to it, it just adds like a really nice color to the skin. Just doing it around the bottom of the jaw as well to blend it all in nicely. And the forehead. So I'm moving on to highlighter. I'm going to decide if I want to put blusher on towards the end. I'm going to use the same palette, the Dior one, and I'm using this gold shade over here. And this is a Deluxe Chisel Fluff Brush by Crown Brushes, I think it is. And just putting it on the high points of my face. I've not actually set my face yet. I want to set it at the end because I want to just keep the glow where it needs to be. So I'm moving on to doing my eyebrows. I'm using the Soap Brows by Westbourne Co. And I'm just going to spray some setting spray inside this tin. I'm just going to put some setting spray in here to loosen up the product so that I get a bit of a creamy texture. And I'm going to literally get the spoolie so that I get a bit of a creamy base and apply it through my brows. Whilst they're like this, I'm just going to push them down so that they stick like that. Then I'll fill them in after. So now I'm going to use this brush by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's number 12 and it's got a spoolie at the end and the angled brush on the other end, and I'm using the Benefit KAbrow in the shade 5. I'm just going to get some on this brush and draw very fine strokes through my eyebrows. For my lips, I'm going to be using a burgundy shade, and I'm using a lip liner by Makeup Forever, and it's in the shade 11C. So I'm just going to line my lips with this. Just gonna fill my whole lip with this. So guys, my battery died, so I had to kind of take a break. So I waited for that to charge, put some earrings on, tied my hair back, but it's a bit messy right now. And I've just put a top on because I was in my PJs. The last few things that I need to do for this makeup look is just set my makeup, and because I've left it for a little while, a lot of it has already kind of settled. I've probably got a few creases under my eyes because I've not set my makeup there, so I'm just going to quickly blend that out and put some powder there. So I'm just using a beauty sponge to do this. And I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder to do this, and I'm just using a Morphe E21 brush to apply under my eyes. So with this look, I don't really want to put powder everywhere because I'm trying to keep it as glowy as possible. So just where I need to set it, I'll put the powder on, but where I can, I won't apply it because I have put powder bronzer on already, so I don't feel like I need to add extra powder on. I'm just going to put it more like in the center of my face. That was a minimal amount of powder dusted on my face, and what I'm going to do now is just put some mascara on my lower lashes if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Same mascara again, just putting it on the lower lashes. So I'm going to put some highlighter on my brow bones and the inner corners of my eyes, and I'm using the Real Techniques Salmon Nick extra small point brush. Oh, I didn't even know I had these. I have so many brushes that I tend to forget what I have. And I'm using this gold shade from the Dior palette to do this, but not so extravagant, and this kind of melts into the skin, which I really like, so it doesn't look so obvious that you've put a highlighter there. And last step, I'm just going to get the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus in Gold Light, spray that all over my face. Dab that with a beauty blender into my skin. So guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I've gone for a bold lip this time, and it's the first time that I've not changed it into a nude lip. Usually when I put a bold lip on, I always think, oh, I'm going to do a bold lip this time, and I'm going to keep it on this time. And every time I always cover it with a nude lipstick because I just don't think they suit me anymore. But I really liked how this look turned out, and you compare this eye and base with any lip colour. I was going to do a red one, but I'm doing the Desi Girl challenge, and the outfit I'm going to wear with that matches better with this lip colour, so I ended up keeping this lip colour in the end. But I'll eventually do a makeup look with a red lip. It is on its way in the coming future. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!